Skillers, isn't it? That's him, isn't it? You know, that's him. That shout out Sterling. Sterling even bantered his OT runs, bro. He runs like Shelly and Fraser and that. Shout out Shelly Billy as well. But that's him. Like, it's calm. It's calm. It's calm. It's calm. Man said he thought he's a bad B. You lot say I'm bad. You lot are harsh, man. You lot are absolutely brutal, man. To lit to Chelsea would be lit. Yeah, that's I chill with that. I don't know about that. Everyone's free to do what they want. But in relation to Gabriel Jesus, people, allegedly Arsenal have reached an agreement with Manchester City for the signing of Gabriel Jesus for 45 million, says the Athletic. As you know, he was Arsenal's first choice target for the current transfer window, and he's also attracted interest from Chelsea, who've moved to Sterling. Apparently, Tottenham have tried right into the end. Clearly, Champions League isn't, all it's made out to be in terms of attracting players. You either got it or you ain't. Can I get amen? Amen. Some elements of the deal still need to be finalised. Clearly, medical ain't been done, but the Brazilian international is on course to become Arsenal's fourth acquisition of the summer after the arrivals of Matt Turner, Fabio Vieira, and Marquinhos. Third Portuguese speaker. He moved there in 2016, got a year left on his deal, got 58 goals and 32 assists in 159 games in the Premier League. Obviously won the Premier League, played in the Champions League final. I think we're all excited about it, really and truly. So we'll have to see how that one develops, man. It seems like we're ever closer. Some outlets where, if you allow me to switch browsers, are allegedly saying it could be completed in the next 7 to 10 days. Obviously, he's just had a child and whatnot, people. First time we're falling out, DG. We have Brixton, Wimbledon, the Queen. That's just to start. South London in the building. I didn't disrespect South. Shout out to South. Wow. South London hype. Arsenal expected to seal 50 million deal for number one target Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City in the next 7 to 10 days, with Pep Guardiola to use the money to sign Leeds midfielder Calvin Phillips, who we've heard is moving ever closer to signing for Manchester City. Haaland and potentially Calvin Phillips. And, you're going to, for a team that we talk about oil money, they're going to get anything from 42, 45, 50 million for Jesus, a decent fee for anybody else who leaves the club as well. They're doing quite well. And actually, I think they've even sold a young player in an unrelated deal to Leeds for 5 million as well. So, and there'll probably be a couple of other players who leave City. Arsenal expected to seal a 50 million pound deal for the number one target Jesus in the next 7 to 10 days. It's understood the Gunners and City are closing in an agreement that would see the 25-year-old head to North London. There is now confidence that completion is close for the Brazilian, who has been a priority target for Arsenal. His arrival would follow on the heels of 30 million Fabio Vieira. Obviously, we're doing what we need to do. City have done well for a player. He's got a year left. They paid 27 million for him, and they're selling him for around 50. Probably a little sell-on clause there. So it is what it is. Hopefully, Jesus can prove any doubters wrong. As I said, Darko, seems to be going for 5 million. He can play out wide as well as centre. It's quite lit, really. I think he was at Millwall before he went to City for a couple of years and has obviously kept it moving, people. Don't forget to smash the like button. Twitch gang, appreciative to you lot tuned in as well. Arsenal are discussing personal terms with Gabriel Jesus, having agreed a verbal agreement with Manchester City, says this report, people, which apparently, if we've spoken to him since November, you'd imagine personal terms are not out of Arsenal's, remit, really, or we wouldn't have taken it this far as he closes in on a move, really. According to Fabrizio Romano, we're now working on personal terms with the striker and his reps ahead of a potential move. A deal worth a guaranteed 45 million has now reportedly been verbally agreed between the two clubs after negotiations. So, yeah, it seems like we're doing what we're doing. As you can see, we've been in touch with his reps since the conclusion of the season. Spurs allegedly have distanced themselves. Arsenal are expected to return with an improved offer for the 25-year-old. I mean, 1 minute will he, won't he, will he not? 1 minute he's going Barca, then Dembele staying, then they've got other targets we'll have to see. Listen, shout out you lot, but you lot, oh, bloody hell, mate. Are doing too much, man. Really and truly. Shout out the South guys. It's all love. But you see what I'm saying? You look got fragile egos, man. I'm not saying you're not lit. You just did too much. Every journalist and their nan seems to be allegedly saying Arsenal are the front runners for Raphinha. The club's advancing operation. There is no full agreement, but the parties continue to get closer. At the moment, the Gunners are on the pole. Why? But allegedly we are. Arsenal is leading the race for Raphinha. At the moment, there is no agreement yet, but the parties are in constant contact and continue to get closer. So we're flirting right now. Movements to be made, people, but still not all the way there yet, people. So yeah, it is what it is where that's concerned. Again, I can't lie. None of this in the know stuff, but he seems to be hitting it off. Apparently, alleged to this guy, Arsenal and Leeds are now in direct negotiations regarding the transfer of Raphinha. Middlemen from both clubs are in London to try and find middle ground on fees and a payment structure. As mentioned before, personal terms, no issue with the player. We heard Deco went to Barcelona again, so has he finally found out if they're going for him or not? Apparently, we will submit another bid. Apparently, today there was offers of we've actually bidded 70 million for the individual. Who knows, people? Fabrizio Romano has said Arsenal and City have reached a full verbal agreement today for Gabriel Jesus. A deal is in place after a new meeting, guaranteed 45 million. Arsenal are now working on personal terms, and obviously the final step to get the deal completed very shortly, people. This article really just spoke about Tottenham's interest for Gabriel Jesus as well, people. And is what it is. In the last period, the Tottenham of Patrice and Conte have tried in a concrete way to talk to the native of Sao Paulo without so far being able to overtake Arsenal. Champions League isn't what it's made out to be. Ben Jacobs has said the deal is agreed for a base fee of 45 million, around 10 million lower than what City tried to ask for. Apparently, City sources have always hinted they want to guarantee 90 million from the sales of Jesus and Sterling should the latter lead. Although Sterling has been priced as high as 60 million, apparently Chelsea are confident of getting him for a similar fee. The big clubs have never, dealt with each other as much as they have. Tottenham have been briefing a cooled interest in Jesus for the past few days. Further evidence Jesus prefers Arsenal. Champions League football isn't seemingly as important as a defined role in his next team. Obviously, you're going to be a good player for Juventus and Spurs and that, but we can offer you the number 9 role. Spurs will turn their attention to Richarlison. Chelsea remain interested too. Make of that what you will. According to Sky Sports, Darman Chef, Arsenal expected to go back in with an improved bid for Raphinha after agreeing a deal in principle to sign Jesus from Manchester City, people. So we'll have to see how that one transpires. But I can't see where that tweet is from him. Where is that? So it is what it is where that's concerned, people. Big up to you lot. What else are you lot saying? It seems like it could be lit for us, provided certain things fall into place, people. Again, we can't count our chickens before they hatch. Definitely in the case of Raphinha, it seems like we're very much at the beginning of seeing where resolution for that is being concluded. But we've definitely done a lot worse for 45 for more money, really. 45 million, that was as much as Lacazette. He didn't kick on. Hopefully, we're able to see a bit more, people.